for our brothers and sisters who we know right now are being oppressed by the hands of a government that is persecuting them, bombing them left and right with no mercy at all. For us who are watching them from afar, feeling debilitated, you don't know what to do. And a lot of times you just find yourself on the prayer rug, crying and tears flowing from your eyes. And you can ask yourself, my tears might not be helping them right now, but all I can do is cry, and all I can do is make dua, and all I do is just continuously remember them and pray for them and tell people about what's going on. In those moments, there's a verse in the Quran that can comfort you and tell you that you're doing something right. There's a verse in Surah At-Tawbah that speaks of people who are labeled as or known as the 7 criers, 7 people who came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with pure sincerity. And it was at a time where he was leaving for an expedition, one of the final expeditions he would do before his passing sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And these believers were sincere, they wanted to join him, but they were too poor to have enough to be able to join him on this expedition. So they asked him, maybe you have a sponsor, maybe somebody can help, give us something that we can use as transportation, because we don't want to miss out. We want to be with you. They were sincere in their wanting to be with their brothers and sisters on this mission. But unfortunately, no one was able to sponsor them and take them. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told them, it's okay, stay behind, and inshallah your effort is accepted, that it's as if you came with us. And yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us one thing about these people. It says, تَوَلَّوْا أَعْيُنُهُمْ تَفِيضُ مِنَ الدَّمْعِ حَزَنًا أَلَّا يَجِدُوا مَا يُنْفِقُونَ. It says that these 7 young men left crying because they couldn't be with their brothers and sisters on this expedition. So out of everything that Allah could have noted, Allah notes their crying. Their tears are preserved in the verses of the Quran. The verses that are recited time and time again, notate and notice their tears. Take account that their tears were proof of their sincerity. Their tears in this verse were proof that they wanted to be with their brothers and sisters. And their tears were so important that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us of their tears in the Quran itself. People who you might even not know their names, but you know that one day they shed a tear for the sake of Allah. And this verse, you and I from afar, inshallah, can bring comfort to us. That Allah knows our sincerity, that if we can bring a truck full right now, full of supplies, if we can right now physically stop the harm, we would. If we could do whatever we can physically, we would. But what's a witness for us? Maybe our tears. Maybe a few tears that we shed here and there on the prayer rug will witness for us. That sincerity can be a witness for you. So keep bringing your sincerity. Allah knows it. Allah rewards you for your sincerity. Allah rewards you for the qibla that you're putting your heart in. Allah rewards you with every tear you shed for His sake, for your brothers and sisters in Islam. That is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran. So when you read this verse again in Surah At-Tawbah, remember that why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about random tears? Because they're not so random. Your tears are not so random to Allah. They're a witness. And they will testify for you one day, on the day that it matters most, when you come to Him. That you can tell Allah, Ya Allah, I cried for your sake. Ya Allah, I wish I could be there. Those tears matter to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember that.